What's up everybody, hello and welcome to FLOTSAM. Well, that's a funny name, isn't it? Well, it's an early access simulation building survival game kind of. It's similar to Frostpunk, so from what I've seen it's just on the water. So you know, you're stranded on a little island there on the water, a little island made of metal and stuff like that with a few survivors, and you have to survive and expand your base, stuff like that. It has been released to early access today, so we're looking right into it. The game might still have some bugs and performance issues here and there. Trust me, I've got a high-end rig there with all the latest updates, so well, hopefully it's not too bad. And here we are already. The first thing we need to do is we need to, well, give our little garbage city a name. We're going to call it Sleepy Hollow in this case, and start our adventure. Well, that's it then. Garbage floods wiped away our village. Perhaps we should stop sticking on these useless rocks and go explore. We need land, these endless blue waves, that's all we need. The flooded world is our oyster. Let's polish this plastic into beautiful pearls. If only we weren't out of fuel. And with that, let's start. And here we are now. As we can see, well, not much around here. We got some plastic here, what we can see. We got some wood and timber here in the ocean. And that's about it. And then our little island here, our town hard with 3 sorry survivors right there. Well, that's it. That's all we got. I think far in the distance, yeah, there's a little island there with a sailboat on it. But we can't reach it yet. It's a bit too far away. And the first thing we actually need to do is, well, we need to send our people out there and actually collect some garbage. And we can do that by placing a salvage buoy only for swimming drifters. So I'm going to get one here for the plastic with one on board. As you can see, one of them is now already jumping into the ocean and collecting the plastic garbage. And we're doing the same thing on the other side here with a few collecting the floating logs. We're actually assigning 2 on that because, well, that's just much more important, the wood that we need there in the beginning. Now, actually the graphics are looking really cool. I like it. I like the style of it. It looks polished, nice animations everywhere, beautiful music in the background. I just want to sit on a beach right now, don't you? And we're just watching them now collecting the stuff here. So as we can see now, we got some 40 food rations there. We got 30 water resources. That's about it. And there we have our resources here. So some wet wood. We can't use wet wood. We have the dry wood. That's what we want. So that's what we can use then. We are having some plastic waste here, which is already piling up. And some metal scraps. Nothing here. We have a ship here on the right side with an equation mark. And it's actually, well, something that we can salvage, but it's too far away at the moment. Nothing else here. Only us 3. And we want to survive and grow. So at the moment, this buoy is almost complete. It is now, so that's a good moment actually to continue with something. So the dry rack would be something we can actually get up first here, one of the first buildings here for some, well, 10 plastic waste. So now we place it there, and as soon as they're finishing their dancing there, they were going to, well, build this drying rack here. That's important because we need to dry wood. Without that, we can't do anything else. You know, we got 14 wet wood at the moment. This one here is still collecting some waste, so I'm going to assign the second one, who was quite bored there, and he's also going to collect more plastic waste here. That's what we need. Just that, exactly. Beautiful graphics. I really do like the style, I gotta say that. While we wait on this drying rack here being finished. So there are 2 types of work in this game. The first is active and the second is passive. So we do have some passive working productions, and that is one of them, the drying rack. So we assign here dry wood to it now. And now my people, once they have some spare time, they just deliver those goods like this one here to a drying rack, and the wood is being dried and then being collected again once it's finished, you know. So really just something that happens passively. Also, what I want to do is we can get a walkway here, something that we really need, since the walkway will enable us further buildings then around it. So it's like the pathway. It really looks like Frostpunk in my opinion. So we just have to start around the center here and then just expand to the outer edges, you know. So I'm going to have a walkway here, something with that. It's a rather expensive one, but well, we can afford it. The advantage of the walkway is also that my people don't have to swim so far anymore, you know, so they can just start here if they want to. So we have one here now, and I intend to build the second walkway over here then for the wood that we need to collect there still. Very important. Also, the drying is in process, so we got more wood coming in soon. That's the dry wood then, which we need for further buildings here. And don't worry, those are not all the buildings that we have here, so we still need to research also more buildings then, of course. Very good. So they're now actually building that one here. We can actually speed it up the game a bit if we want to. So the fast speed and the super fast speed, just in case if it's a bit too slow for us. So let's have it just at the fast speed there. And my people are just now doing their thing. And as we can see now, the first batch of wood was already finished here. He's now getting the next 3 wet wood there. And we already have the first 3 dry wood there too. Right, we can actually let them continue collecting more things here. So actually, let's have all 3 of them collect the stuff here, so it speeds the thing up a bit. We need more wood here. There is no nighttime cycle here, so I haven't seen it yet. We don't need to worry about that. There are just some creatures here in the ocean. I don't know what they're doing there. Hopefully nothing harmful. And I don't see any land anywhere except for this little island here, where we have a ship on it. Kind of reminds me like Borderlands, the graphics here. So I really like the style so far. Okay, so we're collecting more things here. My people are pretty busy so far. Perhaps we should get a second drying rack. We can afford it. I'm going to build a second one there, just like that. And what I want to save for is the woodworking shed, which we can build now. Perfect. So that's the woodworking here, and with that we can build new things like, well, for example, I think we need for the boat sails, yeah, or ropes. We do need ropes for our first boat. That's what we want to reach first. Well, we built the second drying rack for the wood there. We got a lot of wet wood at the moment, nothing too important. We still have the marker here, so we are going to assign 2 of them for that now. But priority is the building, so as soon as we want to build something, well, they're doing that first before they are continuing collecting stuff. Perfect. The second drying rack. Let's assign again the wet wood to it. We could also have dried fish on it, but we don't have any fish at the moment. That's just it. Can we actually... Yeah, we can have a third drying rack here. That's pretty good. That's what I like. And there's the first kind of like real building coming up here now. Even though the first storm will just, you know, sweep them away, those things here. And what we can do here now, first of all, let's get rid of all the tutorial hints here. We don't need them. So as you can see, we got a Wikipedia kind of for all the functions in the game, just if you're interested in that. And then we have the rope, and for the rope we need 2 dry wood actually to build it. I can queue it now here, and then we are building that rope there once we have the dry wood. Which shouldn't be too much of a problem since we have 2 drying racks there anyway, you know. So the next, the walkway here is finished, so I want to have a second walkway over here. Going to those, actually, nope, there are not that many, there's not that much dirt here, there's much here. Let's actually collect stuff here. Right, that's one, and the second one has can collect stuff over here. Perfect, that's not too far away. Whatever is happening here, I'm quite unsure. Is it a cloud? Yeah, it looks like it's clouds. Alrighty, we also have the first rope there. So, yeah, we could actually do something. Now, we just need 1 more dry wood. And then we can go for, there it is, the first boat actually. So we have to use them here for the boats. So let's have one here. Very good. This is being built now. A very expensive building actually. And we do need that for a boat, because only with the boat we can, you know, travel out faster and much further away from everything. So there we are constructing the boat right now. I do like the graphics, and the colors are also very vibrant. Controls are really good too, very responsive. No problems so far. A few hiccups here and there when it comes to the performance. Perfect. There we got the first like parking point for a boat. So all we need now is one more dried log. So this one here, dry wood. There it is. And now we can build a boat. Let's build a boat. A boat in that one there. And we should also think about some storage. Okay, so let's have a bit of a storage here. On the other side, perhaps. I would like to have another drying rack here, though, before we do anything else. Here. And behind that, we can have a storage. Yeah. Where we can store some more goods, just in case, you know. And yep, there's the boat being built now. It's taking quite some time, but what we can see already here is that we can actually have a boat flag now, you know, so with that. So once the boat is finished, we can send people out there on the boats collecting the stuffs there. So quite a lot more here. Here would be more wood and plastic. And we could also send them out to fishing then, I think, at some point. But we haven't researched that yet. But, well, food is the biggest problem so far. And in this process, let's speed it up again a bit. Perfect, there's the boat. You just have to assign a captain to it, which is done automatically. Now we say, boat, go to this location. Very good. And someone should go now, once they have the time, on that boat here. And then get the goods for us. Let's wait it out. There's the storage yard now. There's the next drying rack, which we'll use for the logs here once again. We need so much of them. And now here, oops, a bit too fast perhaps. Here is one now on the boat, as you can see. And he's really fast with that, much faster than the swimmers. He's collecting that now, and he's also, he can hold much more here before he has to return. So much better in that case, perfect. I could actually go for a distillery now. That might be something, but we have enough water, so I'm not worrying about that. We could go for a house. We need those houses for my people to sleep in them. So let's do that. First of all, I want to have a walkway. Because of course I don't want them to sleep besides, for example, my boat houses. Perfect, so that's being built now, and then we can soon also start with another mooring point. We just need another rope for that. This is an active building, by the way. So when we assign something here to the queue, we need a worker for that for 16 seconds. So he can build that, as opposed to those passive buildings here. That are just, you know, passively drying up that wood that we need for that. And he's bringing home some good amount of logs and plastic. Exactly what we need. Very good so far. And look at that storage here, it's full. It seems to be pretty full. I really like the graphics, I could watch them all day. And right, let's just wait it out. They're doing something here. Yep, perfect, they're building the walkway now. He seems to be a bit thirsty. Yes, I totally forgot. You can of course click on them. On those people there. And then you see what they're all about. You know, they do have a name, they're thirsty, tired, they want to eat something, their health. Then their traits here. So the New World gives him hope. And Torpedo, he moves faster. Then we can also see what he actually likes to eat, I guess. So they all have different things there, and hopefully we'll find some more survivors. Because of course that's what it's all about. There I can now have my first house. Let's build 2 houses there. That should be enough for the future. Very good. And as you can see, this one's quite busy there now, he alone, because the other ones are out there. He's finished now, perfect. And what I can see is that more debris are coming to us, you know, so those were not here before. And that boat seems to be finished now too. So it can move over there, collecting some new things. And they're all quite tired now. So that's good, because we are building those houses there so they can sleep in them. Have a bit of peace there. Bit of peace of mind. And while that is actually all happening, let's have a look at the world map, shall we? There is the world map. And as you can see, here we are. There might be some survivors, I guess. And we can then travel around here on this map here. Okay, so we can move to this one here, to the Lonely Island. There are some villages there in an abandoned town, but it requires a bit. It requires some sails, it seems. Travel requires. Okay, so we can't do that yet. We don't have any fuel either, so we need to wait before we have some fuel and stuff like that. Perhaps we find something. So right now we are here, but we're not going to be here forever. We can just then continue to other things. Perfect. So there we have now some houses. And he's already sleeping in them. Even though I don't know how you can sleep with those waves around here. But perfect. 2 of them, so my 3 people can sleep here now. That should be enough for those 2. For those 3 people here. We have lots of logs. So actually I think we can go for another boat. Oh, we need some plastic. Right. So let's get the boat, collect some plastic. Here. That's going to be important. We need to have another boat. First of all, we need to have a mooring point, I see. Or do we need another boat? I'm not sure about that. There is a fishing boat, right? That's what we need. So let's get another mooring point up here. Because of course we don't have food forever. So that's for the fishing. And then we also have the distillery that we still need to build for the water. Perfect, so there's the next one. Now we just need to wait a bit for some more plastic. Let's see where we can find more plastic. Over here. Someone with the boat can go over there. Very good. So I think we're pretty much done in this area here. What can we do with the town heart? Can we move that? No, it doesn't look like we can. So right now, I'm still waiting. We got the second... No, we still don't have a second boat there. There is it. Now we can build a second boat for the fishing. So we can get some food. Even though it seems like water is more important. Let's go over there. There is more plastic and that we can have. And we need a bit more plastic there for the distillery, I think. Right, there's the distillery. 7 more plastic. That should do the trick. Well, we still built that boat here. Oh, that was quick. Very good. There's the fishing. So now we can go fishing. Now let's see. I don't know where we have to go with that. Somewhere. Just right. Let's try it out. Let's just go here. Oh no, that's not working. So I guess we need to have some fish grounds. Somewhere here. There they are. No, that's just some more plastic. There they are. 25 fishes. Perfect. Far away. Okay, so there we can get something out of that. And we can also get a distillery now, so let's build one. Perfect. So 2 boats are on their way now. My fisher here. The pickle scow. And he's now going for this fish there, getting us some food. Of course, we're going to need a dry rack then for the fishing. Perfect. He's just fishing around there now. Quite fast. He's gathering some fishes. Beautiful. Okay, so that's a lot of food coming in there. So I think we're pretty much set up there. The distillery is being there. Perfect. And we can now use this dry rack here for the fishing. Because the fishes are coming in then soon. Let's also get 2 more ropes there. Because we have the resources at the moment. Oh, the distillery is going to take quite some time here. Oh, lots of fish. Look at that. He's just totally full of fish. Perfect. There's the distillery now too. And we do have the drying rack here, so they should be, yeah, using now the fishes on that. And this gives us some rations. And here we now have the fresh water, so what do we need for that? We do need firewood. That is something new. That is here, and the firewood, we actually need dry wood for that. So let's build firewood 4 times, I think. And with that, we can then start creating fresh water. We still have 1 boat in here, so we do need more. Let's get wet wood over there. Perfect, so he's going for the wood, the other one's fishing, and this one's getting us some dry wood there. Firewood. While they're doing that, let's have a look at my research. So as you can see, we need to collect research points as well. So in the town, we can then research, for example, a storage yard, a house, a real house, not just a bed floating on the water. We can also go for the scrap smith and the plastic recycler. And for the water, small water container, the solar sill, and the desalinator. And for the food, we can go for the fishing hut here. So we don't need a boat anymore, it seems. And the fish kebab, so we can cook the fish. So those are the research options that we have so far. And yeah, we do have enough wood, but not enough plastic. We do need more plastic though. There's not much around here anymore, is there? Okay, so there's plastic over there. Let's go for this one there. Boat-wise. There's not much fish in there anymore. Doesn't matter though. We at least have firewood now, so let's use that here to get us some fresh water. Now that's looking good. And we are getting some water again. I mean, it was pretty low already, so we really need to look out for that. And probably also need more firewood here. We do have enough dry wood anyway. It doesn't matter. Let's just produce that. Okay, we also got more plastic again, right? Let's remove this marker here. So we should have one captain. Oh, he's just unloading right now. Quite busy at the moment, everything here. Oh yeah, and water is really low now. We are already producing. We have 4 water for export, so I don't know where this one goes. It should then just go to the town hall, right? Hopefully. Yeah, perfect. He's collecting that now and getting it to the town hall. And this should, yeah, perfect, increase our water supply there. And let's just have this one here on auto queue forever. Because we need a lot of water. Okay, let's go for the sailboat on rocks here. We should be able to salvage it now. Perfect. I clicked on it, so the salvage is in progress. I think we just need a ship for that. Something like that should be happening. It's in progress now. I think we are getting a mast out of it, a 5 metal scrap and 4 ropes. Some drifters tried making a town on that island. Bad idea. With all that garbage floods, sailboat has been wrecked on the cliffs though. Perhaps we can make use of its mast. Now perhaps we can do that. It's a pretty big boat though. Who knows? Okay, so that's enough, really enough firewood there. So we should really have enough water there too. Oh, there's another boat coming in full of plastic. Perfect. So we also should be searching for some research spots. You can kind of like find them and then salvage them and then get those research points, but I don't see them at the moment. That's too far outside here, so we can't see anything beyond that. So all there is really is now that area here. So I don't know how we get there now. We have to, I'm pretty sure we have to go there with the boats. There we have the boats menu, so we can go with salvaging, fishing boats, landmarks. Dotted around the waterscape, several remnants of the old world can be found. If you have a salvaging boat available, you can visit these. Oh, we need a salvaging boat. You can see them on top. Okay, perfect. Salvaging boat. I think they were on the research tab. Scrapsmith. That sounds like something like that. Navigation. Sails. Oh, this one allows us the movement of the town, but we do need exactly what we find there, a mast, nothing else. So we do have a salvage boat, that's good, but I think it's quite busy out there. Let's find it. Remove the marker. Oh, it's already over there, perfect. There is my little town guy here. And we got everything that we wanted from this one here, it seems. Very good. Now my boat is on its way back with the mast that we really, really need. Very good. Now we got that. Let's see. That would be the sails. And I can now build it. Let's build the sails. It's going to take us quite some time, I guess. Well, we still do the rest here. So we still can have... No, actually we don't need a boat there anymore. We also got enough water there for export. So there's our sail being built. Our goal, or our tool for to sail to the next island. Perfect. There it is. Now we can open the map, and now we can go actually for the next town. Move here, travel. The wind is on our side. Let's move and see what we can expect there on the other side. Here we are on a new island or a new empty land here. There we have our once again, and then here we have the shack town where there might be some survivors. Oh, there are some survivors too actually, and we could rescue them. So let's do that. Let's rescue them. He's on its way now. In the meantime, I could also use my fishing boat to get a few more fishes from somewhere. Let's find them. There they are. Perfect. And he's now getting us some survivors there, hopefully. Perfect. 2 more people in our little floating town, and on its way back home. There would be also this shack town here, which actually offers us some research points. Very good. That we shall do. But of course, with more survivors now, we actually need more things here too. Let's get some more dry wood here, some firewood. Perfect, so now we have 2 more here, and they will hopefully help us. So what we can do with them is we can actually get another more here, parking lot, with another boat, so we can have 2 boats then, you know, salvaging stuff for us. And I also want to get to this place there and scavenge this one here. There appears to be a small abandoned town on this island. We might find some supplies in there. Pretty sure nobody will miss them. Okay, that might be a research point. The boat is on its way. Let's speed it up a bit. Perfect. And there's the other one coming with the fishes. We also have a new moor here ready, so we can actually go for a new salvage boat then. We just need a bit more plastic. So that we need to collect first. And there we got the boat back already. And the research tab is now available. that we have 3 research points. That's not enough to do anything yet, but it's a beginning. Oh, he's not finished yet. Perfect. There are still more research points that we can get. What is he collecting? Oh, dry wood. Pretty cool. Quite a lot of that too. Okay, there's only dry wood on it anymore then, so we can stop it now. We are just getting this one there. There's no more research points that we can actually collect there. So it's really just that. Perfect. So now I can use my ship again for some plastic, because we really do need plastic. And the ship is on its way. While we can still also get a few more of this one here. Actually, let's put it on forever, you know. We do have enough people for that now. So we can say as long as there are resources, just produce them endlessly. The same with the food. Perfect. There's more plastic coming in now, so we can have another boat, which is being built here now. And whoops, oh yeah, we also need more storage, so let's get another storage. Over there, perfect. So it's growing. And I think what we might do actually is we might actually continue to the next one here already. We still have the wind on our side. There's a leaking water town. That huge barrel towering over that village is leaking water. The unquenchable thirst is finally over. Fill up the reservoir, boys. And there's also oil and another abandoned town, perhaps with some survivors. So that's actually what we can do here. It's the last time that we could move with the sails, you know, and then we would have to use oil. So probably going to research something else then at some point. So yeah, that's FLOTSAM so far. I do like it quite a bit. The graphics are really nice. It's still in early access though, so keep that in mind. Price point is €20. Music is nice, interface is clean. It looks sophisticated from the graphics. The soundtrack is really cool too. And it seems like have a pretty good, you know, streamlined experience where you know where you can move then at some point, you know how it continues. And you always have these little towns there everywhere that you can salvage. And other than that, it really reminds me a lot of Frostpunk, even though there is not that much survival so far in it. So we do have some food and some water, which is really easy to get actually. So keep that in mind. It's really just a nice, relaxing experience, I'd say. If it's dark and dreary outside and you have this beautiful graphic here, then perhaps this game is the perfect game for you if you enjoy stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions here, and if you like this video, please leave a like, and see you soon again. Cheers!